Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for May 2024. If I'm looking at this for love, because that's what I'm going to talk about first, I'm going to say that you've been sort of dragging your heels around a few things regarding love. Maybe you've got some old situations still sort of lingering on, and you may have a little trouble getting recentered because it has really pushed you off your center. But I do see you going out and having some fun and trying to enjoy yourself, and I see you overcoming it. I think some of your issues will be around love, will be rejection. Even if you're in a relationship, you won't feel fully received or understood. And at this time, I'd say in May, you're going to begin working out those things. So if you're in a relationship that isn't going the way you want and the person's not putting enough effort into it, I see you liberating yourself from that relationship, okay? For those of you that have been single for a little while, I see some action going on, and that's a good thing. So May energy is going to liberate you from whatever you've been dealing with. It won't be your best month, but it'll be a better month than it has been. I mean, you've had some difficult months, and they're kind of like up and down for the last, I'd say, maybe 6 months. And so now I'm seeing things straighten out, come together, and you dealing with some of the shadow sides that you've been working on. And the main one will be rejection and abandonment issues. So if you've been seeing a counselor, you're going to be feeling a lot better. And the 9 of Cups comes along to tell you to get out there, have some fun, enjoy your friends, dancing, dining, that type of thing. Go to music events. It'll help you out a lot. Okay, you'll really enjoy it. And the possibility, if you've been single for a while, of you meeting someone that you may stay with for a long time, Gemini, yes, you may meet the love of your life near the end of May. So pay attention to that. And if you've been, like I said, if you've been in a relationship and you're leaving it, the love of your life is going to be yourself. And that's a good thing. So that's coming together and understanding yourself, taking some time out if you have been in a poor relationship. But if you've been in a good relationship, and I mean, everybody has good, bad, all of us. It doesn't matter what sign we are. It'll go back and forth. But those that have been in a good relationship, or one that's been kind of, let's say, overburdened with work or just not enough play, it's going to straighten out a little bit this month, and you guys are going to have a lot more fun and be working more diligently on a loving relationship. Okay, so that is for love, for Gemini. Now we're going to read for their health, Gemini's health. Here we go. I do see a couple of people stressing you out. One might be your own mother. And if it isn't your mother and you're a man, it'll be your wife. So let's just put it this way. The men that are experiencing difficulties with their wives will have to come to the table with conversation. You know, that's the way to resolve it. Conversation, attention, that type of thing. Otherwise, you're going to be burdened with a headache, a lot of stress, and overworked, underpaid, that kind of thing will put you in a stressful position. Some of you might even be facing some small procedures, surgical procedures maybe. Maybe it's, and it's strange because I saw the same thing for Scorpio and I forgot to mention it, but there could be some operations or procedures or something like that. They may seem big, but in the scheme of things, they're not life-threatening. So that's a good thing. Is if you've been having a lot of headaches or a lot of eye pain, that type of thing, it really looks like you could be in a position to need your eyes checked and get some glasses, because it looks to me like you're having more stress in your eyes or stress in your head than necessary. All right, and it looks like it could be your eyes. Let's see here. The other thing is just take more time with yourself and going out and doing things, you know, dancing, dining, playfulness, just to lighten the load of your life. I think that'll really be helpful. And dealing with the abandonment issues that you may have been experiencing, because it stops you from trusting and puts you more on guard. That also adds stress to your life. So it's like your heart chakra's closed, and you're going to need to do something about that, okay? You're going to need to recognize that. Counseling will probably help you a lot here in dealing with the past and stuff that you're still lingering and holding on to. You're going to be up and down in May health-wise, but it's mostly mood stuff, mostly. Unless, of course, you're having a procedure, and that'll be just sort of slowing you down a little bit, but you'll be fine at the end of the day. I do see someone really being helpful to you, is a counselor. It looks like a female though, and she's very kind and spiritual and loving. So maybe if you are feeling even pain, back pain, neck pain, that type of a thing, you want to look at the possibilities of alternative healing like Reiki or therapeutic touch or massage, chiropractic care, acupuncture, that type of thing would be really helpful to you in the long run. Okie doke? So that is for health. All right, Gemini, now we're looking at money. All right, so this here says you may have had something or someone who's been draining your funds. That's upsetting you because this might be another reason why you've been a little bit irritated or stressful. And it looks like there could be some requirements for education, or maybe you've got your head in the books and you can't get it all done. So you could be juggling a job and educational situation. So that could put you on a stressful road for sure, right? Yeah, and it does look like there's a lot of overwhelming energy here. I do see counseling being really helpful to you. And the reason why this is even coming up in the money situation is because you've been burning the candle at both ends. And there is a leak in your money. Maybe someone's wasting it, someone spent it, someone put you in debt. Or maybe there's an expense that you can't manage. It could just be the economy causing you to go absolutely insane trying to make money. So I do see some financial situations in the month of May. Sorry to say, my folks, I really don't like telling you that, but it's right here. So, but at the end of the day, whatever decisions you make, whatever job decisions you make, whatever you decide you're going to put your efforts into, the bottom line is good. Okay, you got this card. This is a 10 of Pentacles. And it says that in the end, their family comes through, or investment comes through, property comes through, something is going to save the day. And I'm not going to be worried too much about it. So you hold out. Near the end of the month, you're going to hear that things are going to be better. So you probably have a stressful month, but by the end, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. All right? So overall, I'm going to say this to you. Overall, you stick to the program, stay spiritual too. That tells me that, what's really going to help you is alternative thinking, alternative ways, spiritual ways, that type of a thing, okay? I really think it's really important that you look at that. Spiritual events, spiritual things, spiritual music, listening to spiritual music, reminding yourself to not sweat the small stuff. That type of stuff I think will be a big deal. And I think, if you feel like you need education, do it. If you don't feel like you want to do something, don't do it. You need to start scaling back and not doing things that you don't want to do. I mean, seriously, I know we all go to work, and sometimes you got to go to work in a place that you don't like, but you're going to have to start looking for things that will cause you less stress and more alignment with your soul and obviously money making. But if you do need to go to school and you haven't been, this is a good time for you to consider what you could learn, maybe even online. Okie doke. So that is for Gemini.